Welcome to our series, Vices in Stressful Times. This is a series on 7 deadly sins: envy, vainglory, sloth, avarice, anger, gluttony, lust. All of these come under the umbrella, really, of pride, which we will see as the series progresses. But why the need for such a series? Well, sin is now a throwaway saying, spoken often in reference to gloating about our indulgence. Even the church is struggling with the conversation of sin. Grace abounds from religion today, yet without an appropriate understanding of the reality of sin, we cannot truly appreciate God's grace. In this series, we will engage the reality of sin. One of the base texts that we will reference is Glittering Vices by RebeccaDeyoung. Why this text? Because in acknowledging vices that lead to sin, DeYoung does well in reminding us of the murkiness of sin. Namely, that vice may not necessarily be sin, but more often than not leads to sin. So why now? Why do we look at sin at this time? Well, Lent is a time of reflection. We see as Lent begins on Ash Wednesday, our reading from Luke 4, 1-15. This is Jesus' temptation in the wilderness, consisting of 40 days of not only fasting, but of temptation. Jesus models for us overcoming temptation. As a community, we will use this season of Lent for self-reflection of our vices, particularly in a season, years it feels, where fear and stress abounds. We need to be wary of falling into our vices as coping mechanisms. Let us reflect together then on how we honour the good gifts of God without making idols of them. This series is for everyone, whether believer or non-believer, churchgoer or non-churchgoer. In exploring our vices, we undoubtedly will be on a journey of inner reflection, asking and observing the habits we continually fall back on. Are these habits helping or hindering who we wish to be?